My name is Courtney, and I'm going to be your mediator today. I can tell from my files that we have Mackenzie and Nicole, and I would just like to welcome you two to mediation, and thank you for coming. Mediation is a voluntary process, and we are here today to just work out an agreement between the two of you and try to find a solution that works best for both of you. We do have a time frame. It's about 1 to 2 hours. Does that work for both of you? Okay, great. The purpose of mediation, like I said, is to work out an agreement that is mutually acceptable to both of you. And then once we establish an agreement, we're going to come up with a contract, basically, that states the issue, states what you guys are going to write out to resolve that issue. My role as a mediator is not to act as a judge. I'm a facilitator. I do not determine innocence or guilt. I'm here to basically allow you two to talk open and honestly, but also peacefully. The process of mediation is I'm going to allow each of you to describe the situation from your point of view, and then that way you guys can agree on the issues that you both have, and maybe we can see if there's underlying issues. Then we're going to try to come up with some solutions that work best for both of you, and then like I said, we will write an agreement, and then I will have you sign that agreement, as well as I will sign the agreement to say that we agreed on a solution. Everything that we say in here today is confidential. I have pieces of paper for you each for note taking, and after the session I will shred all the notes. What we talk about in here stays in this room, and like I said, you can talk honestly and nothing leaves. There is a consent form that I'm going to read for you now. Okay. I agree that everything that is said at Mountain Mediation Services is completely confidential, intended for use only as a settlement discussion, and cannot be used by the district attorney or the courts for any purpose. I understand the exception to this rule of confidentiality concerns any information relating to child abuse, neglect, and or abuse of disabled adults, which by law cannot be held confidential. I agree that I will not hold Mountain Mediation Services responsible for any agreements made or the failure to reach agreement during mediation. I further agree that I will not involve Mountain Mediation Services, the mediators, employees, staff, board of directors, volunteers, or records of Mountain Mediation Services in any way in any claim or court proceeding. I agree and acknowledge that Mountain Mediation Services gives no opinion regarding the legal effect of this consent to mediation or any agreement or resolution that is reached as a result of mediations. I agree that if a question of legal rights should arise, the party or parties seeking information and or advice should seek that information and or advice from an attorney of their choice. I understand that weapons and physical conflict are not permitted at Mountain Mediation Services. I agree to abide by this policy. I also understand that Mountain Mediation Services retains the right to report any crimes committed on the premises. Do you each agree? Okay, I'm going to have you each sign that. Okay. Now that is taken care of, if we come to a point in the mediation where one of you needs to speak to me privately, that's called a caucus, and it in no way will favor one side or the other. It'll just be a chance to privately vent to see if there's something else we can do that hasn't been said, and if we get to a stopping point in the mediation. There are ground rules in this mediation. One person talks at a time, and do not interrupt each other. Only talk to me as the mediator. Try not to talk back and forth with each other. No weapons, please. Turn off your cell phones and be polite. Do you guys have any questions? Okay. The usual practice is that the party that brought the complaint forward usually starts. So, Mackenzie, will you start?
Yes.
Okay.